Alex Pereira, Jamal Hill. What do we even talk about?
Man, just crazy how everybody thought it was going to be a little bit closer than that. Like,
Dude.
it seemed like it was like one shot that just put him out, and like he made it look so easy. Like that was, because Jamal didn't lose his belt to anyone. So like, he was supposed to be like the champ.
Yeah, and then obviously the biggest thing was how he, like we were talking about, like how he got an autograph from him and was being all nice.
Yeah.
And then he came out with the bloody stone face on the necklace thing.
On Thursday for the presser, like he just switched up and started like talking a little bit of shit and like switched his approach to it. Instead of like respecting him, he was like, "Yo, I'm gonna fucking kill this guy," and then he just ended up getting slept. And I don't know. A lot of people are saying that because he like told the ref to like chill for a second, that like Jamal Hill like wasn't trying to like attack right away because like he may
just
have
fouled
been,
him.
He may have been recovering from the foul or whatever.
Yeah.
So, but kudos to him for
Dude,
like taking
it's an
advantage
opportunity
of it and just,
because
him.
if you kick someone in the balls by accident, you're like, oh fuck, my bad. You're not expected to just throw a haymaker like right away.
Yeah, well, sometimes guys will do that if they poke them or if they groin shot them, then they'll attack right away because like they know the person's hurt. But it was crazy how he's the one that took it and then finished the fight after because like
just
whether Jamal was trying to be a nice guy or not, Pereira took advantage of that and just like literally.
I think he was gonna get slept no matter what.
Dude. Yeah.
His style against Pereira is just.
I feel like he's kind of lucky that like he didn't take more of those shots in like a longer fight.
Yeah, definitely would have had a little more bumps and bruises if it happened longer. But
yeah, his face, like they took pictures of everybody's face before and after the fight on the main card.
Yeah,
and he looks like
he's chilling.
Yeah, he didn't get touched.
Yeah, apparently he had like a contract or something in his contract, or he at least wants to fight at the next pay-per-view, which is in Brazil. But I think he had a broken toe. He broke his toe 2 weeks ago.
He did, or Jamal?
He did. He broke his toe because even when we were watching the fight after he knocked him down, I remember him looking at his toe. But yeah, that's what they mentioned.
So it might not be.
He broke his toe. So I don't know.
301?
I don't think he'll be ready for that. But if it was up to him, he would fight. But okay, who would you rather see Pereira fight next? Would you rather see him fight the Magomed Ankalaev, Yuri again, or heavyweight?
Aspinall.
I want to see him fight heavyweight, man.
Yeah. I want to see him fight Aspinall because I saw this picture of when he knocked him out and was like doing that thing. Tom was like looking at him like through the crowd and like a dead stare. So like I guess like he's already looking at him as a potential opponent in the future.
Dana's he was talking about it in that post-fight, and he mentioned, he's like, heavyweights are different beasts. He's like, oh, we'll talk about it. We'll figure it out.
He punched harder than Ngannou, number one.
That's a good point.
And the other thing too is, what if it's John Jones versus Pereira? Like if Pereira beats Aspinall, I don't think he would though.
No,
Aspinall's good, man. Like he has good everything.
He's so fast.
He's a
powerful,
sniper and he's big.
He's nasty grappling.
He's way bigger,
great submissions
than Pereira. He's like a thicker guy in general.
Yeah, like obviously Aspinall's going to be the favorite, but I think just the fact that it's possible, just the fact that we can even make that fight. Because I've never, like, the 3-division champion is fucking insane.
And going to heavyweight is crazy.
Going from middleweight to heavyweight, he's the perfect guy for it.
Jared Cannonier did, but in the opposite direction.
Exactly, which is crazy.
Yeah, going up. But you said last night all the buds were here, and somebody asked what weight class it was, and you were like, oh, it's 205, but he weighed in at 237.
Yeah, he's like in the 230s.
Yeah, so like the cutoff, if he's on the higher end of 230s, like 237, he can be like 245, and like I think that's around what Jones weighs. Like,
Dude, he's huge, and he doesn't have to cut weight, so he's gonna be just have more cardio, better.
yeah, he can. If he can naturally be like 240, then he can put on muscle and be like 250.
Dude, he can easily be like 240. Yeah, like
So
just
250 is
eating good and just chilling. Like after rehydrating, he's like 230, whatever.
Yeah.
And if he was like naturally training for a heavyweight fight where the max is 265, dude.
And if he was like just above
Why
250,
not? Like why not?
That's
It's
10
just so
pounds,
it's such
yeah.
a sick fight.
Yeah,
I mean, like
Holloway,
Pereira's.
Holloway keeps saying that gladiators don't carry
Yeah,
on scales.
exactly.
You know?
That was a sick quote.
That's crazy. So
Gladiator days, they ain't weighing people.
maybe
They
this
ain't
guy's
weighing
like
people.
Shama, just come out and just smash a heavyweight. That would be
Like,
crazy, dude.
yeah, I think just the fact that we can make the fight happen, why not do it? Because when are we ever gonna see something like this ever again? And the fact that Aspinall and Jones, I don't think that's gonna happen because Jones would rather fight Stipe.
Yeah.
Makes sense. I don't blame him
So,
for that.
why not
And then he's gonna
take this
retire
fight?
after that.
Yeah.
And then what's Aspinall gonna do? Is he gonna just chill, wait for the winner of Jones Stipe or a vacant title? You know, like
Yeah,
why
dude,
not?
I don't know. I think that whole situation with heavyweight right now, where the interim champ isn't fighting the champion as like the next fight, I think that's like the craziest thing in fucking history.
The fact that Jones isn't fighting Aspinall.
Yeah. Like, that's normally what it's for. It's usually like, okay, if you're gonna do an interim fight, it's like the guy that holds the interim belt is for sure guaranteed fighting
Yeah.
the guy for the belt, right? But
Yeah.
like this is like Jones is like, no, like that's not happening. Like, what kind of a guy do you need to be able to call your shots like that, you know?
Yeah, I mean, John Jones can do whatever the fuck he wants.
So take that in. He's like,
Yeah.
I'd rather fight Stipe, so you're not, even though you have the interim belt, you're not fighting me.
Yeah.
What? What? Bro, that's actually crazy. Like, that's actually crazy that he can just do that.
Yeah.
I've seen so many interim fights since we started getting into fight, like UFC.
So many.
And it's always the next fight is the champion.
Yeah.
And this guy's like, nah, I need to become the GOAT by beating Stipe first before he gets too old.
Yeah, and Dana wants obviously Jones to fight Aspinall eventually, at least.
Yeah, but fucking for just it being important that he takes out Stipe because he was like
He's like the most decorated heavyweight champion, so it looks better on his resume too.
Exactly.
And then Aspinall is an interim champ.
Yeah, so he's like
Aspinall's
maybe
the
like
scarier fighter.
I'll defend that after.
Yeah. Okay. So
Crazy.
wild.
Pereira versus Aspinall next to keep him active. The Insta comments are jokes. I was just reading them.
I was about to say, I don't know. Alex versus John Jones, someone is saying. Never betting against John Jones.
No. All about him being a 3-division
And
champ.
another thing too, he is literally like the perfect person to be a 3-division champ. Like, you have to, like, he killed himself to make middleweight, so it's like McGregor, like how he used to kill himself to make 45.
Yeah.
45 and then whatever, like say 205, he's
Imagine
like
if
a little weight cut.
But
We have to talk about that too.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Bro. Imagine if McGregor won the belt at 170.
Yeah.
That would have been crazy.
Okay, let's talk about those announcements. So,
Wait, no, we got to talk about that after we go through the fight card.
fuck, man, I just want to talk about that shit.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, you got to announce the T-shirt, you know?
Honestly, I don't even want to talk about Zhang Weili. Do you have anything to say about that one?
Just the one crazy moment where she got choked out and then came back to life and had like a 5-round fight after that, which is just like insane.
Was it the first round?
It was
where
the
she
first
got?
round.
That's pretty insane. Yeah,
Yeah,
I mean that
and,
is
like,
pretty insane.
Was it sketchy that they didn't stop that fight? Like after the ref like knew she fell asleep pretty much, and then like they tested her to see if she was good, and she's like stumbling around.
Yeah, I
and
always
they're like, yeah, you're good to keep fighting.
For one of the first Toronto cards I went to, a situation happened where the guy had a submission and it was like a rear naked choke, and then the bell rang and the guy was like literally falling over, and it was the end of the third round. So I'm like, is it over? Like, but I'm like, I don't know how that works. But that's different because it was the end of the fight, and this was after the first round.
Yeah,
right?
like the ref knew she was.
I mean,
out
I
cold.
mean, just judging off the way the fight went shows that it shouldn't have been like stopped or anything, right? So, I mean,
Just
but
keep fighting.
also something that I thought was crazy, like when I saw Zhang Weili against Yan, is that her name?
Yeah.
Whatever. I don't know, like, dude, Gaethje Holloway should have been the co-main event. Like, that was like such a shitty break. I don't know. I don't know. I get it. It's a title fight, but
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I get it. We need women fights.
But Whaley like finished her last fight with like a crazy submission, and she literally did it again.
But like,
much,
it doesn't compare to any of these.
yeah, but no, but if it went very very slightly different, it would have been over after round 1, because they would have called it off. Like,
I don't know. I just
and then it ended up being like a dragged on fight is what happened.
Yeah,
right?
that's what I mean. It's always dragged on.
Yeah,
like, dude,
but,
we were all
but it was
so
it
bored.
was it was like not supposed to be, but it was pretty much a first round fucking submission victory, because like there's very good chance that they should have stopped that, man. She was fucking.
Yeah, but
She was fucking out.
She had a
man.
good
Like,
fight, so can't stop her.
yeah,
right?
no, she beat the shit out of her. She lost to only Rose.
Yeah, like it's so I don't know. I know it because it's either gonna be like a quick knockout or it's gonna be just such a dragged on fight where it's like, dude, everyone was falling asleep when we were watching that fight.
I was.
We all were. It was so
It was just because
boring.
it was late for us, you know. It was late.
No, it was late, and if because it's late, the fights have to be fucking fired up. Mm-hmm. But like, Zhang Weili, she's obviously been a part of like the best women's fight ever. Mm-hmm. Crazy knockouts. I don't know. It's just
she had a 6 submission against Carla Esparza, like. So like normally it's a quick 1-2, but this was like a 5 round.
I don't know.
Like,
I just never get fired up, to be honest.
She's
When there's
like wrestling her against the fans, then we're all just like,
you know what I mean. It just
yeah.
I'm sorry. I'm just got to be honest. I don't get fired up when there's a women's co-main event or main event. I'll never get fired up. Very, very rare.
Yeah.
Okay, so Gaethje Holloway. So this is wild. Gaethje
fight of the year. Dana said it at the post-fight presser.
Yeah.
That's a fight of the year, I think, honestly.
Gaethje was I think he was like almost a 2-1 favorite, if not. Everyone was writing Holloway off just because of the Dustin Poirier fight.
Yeah.
Everyone was like, oh, he's can't handle the power, blah, blah, blah. But he also took that fight on like 5 weeks' notice, I think. This one, he had more time to prep. He looked bigger, got the OG haircut, and he was just piecing Dustin up. It looked like Sean O'Malley, Cheeto, obviously not to the same degree, but he was piecing up. Obviously, to the end, it switched up. But
yeah,
he was piecing him up.
He did poke him in the eye 2 times.
Poked twice. Yeah, poked him in the eye twice.
Because that makes a difference, man.
You know what's crazy? We talked about this. They introduced new gloves to prevent eye pokes. And I'm like, dope. We're going to see the new UFC gloves at UFC 300. Perfect time.
Yeah, the championship.
Debuting UFC 302 or something. I'm like, why? So that was preventable, is the fact that Justin Gaethje, and he hates, because obviously Trevor Whitman's his coach, so he knows like there's better technology out there for gloves. Yeah. And then this guy gets finger blasted in both eyes. It was both eyes.
Yeah, one with the thumb too.
So, and then they're like, you can wait. And then Holloway literally takes his soul at the last second.
Breaks his nose.
And it's
early in the fight. I think second round he busted his nose.
That spinning kick. Spamming that kick.
Yeah. I think he had like a sideways shot where like his punch came from like the side. Yeah, like not, and like he like stepped to the side and then like hit him with a straight, I think it was like a straight left.
Yeah.
And it just like skimmed his nose, and like you just see Justin's like whole nose shift.
Yeah, that's.
And then he couldn't breathe, and they were sticking the things in his nose in between the rounds.
Isn't it crazy that like the highest highs and the lowest lows, this guy knocks out Dustin Poirier with a crazy head kick for the BMF belt.
And then
he gets
put on the
slapped.
poster, bro. Like,
Slapped poster. Perfectly said.
yeah, literally.
Dude, this sport is so fucked up with that. It really, like you gotta feel for them for their, like, mental health, because highest high, lowest lows. Like, even Dustin Poirier was fucked up from it.
Yeah.
So it's just crazy. So I hope and he was even, like, hesitating, or he was teasing retirement, like, if he lost to Fiziev. Mm-hmm. And it was just like,
well, he was saying he's making one more run at the belt, right?
yeah, so, like, what?
That doesn't help.
What does he do now? That's the thing.
Yeah, in the gym I have the Mike Tyson picture where, like, he's walking away and the guy's like, dead on the floor. And he's like, "Oh, post it up."
My For You page at 4 a.m.
Dude, literally, that's like what Max did. Like, he steps over Justin.
He does.
He
steps
and
over.
he's like flexing, like
in his floral
screaming.
shorts.
Yeah, that's like literally, that's gangster, bro. That's gangster.
Got called for a $600,000 bonus. Got it. Performance of the night and knockout of the night. Or fight of the night, one of those.
Yeah, it was like
Regardless.
fight of the night and performance of the night. And I think he gave Justin 300 too.
Yeah, Justin's dead. Oh, fuck, you better get 300. Dude, there is also, I don't know if you saw this,
but there's laughing.
There's a video of
oh no. What?
Of backstage Max Holloway to Justin Gaethje. He's like, "Man, you hit hard," and Justin Gaethje's like, "You."
Holy shit.
That's so fucking funny.
Dude.
He's like, "Dude, you just slapped me. You hit hard." It's like
that's
it's like,
crazy,
dude, how
bro.
funny is that though? It's like, "Man, you hit hard, eh?" It's
Yeah.
like, I don't even remember. Did the fight start? I don't even remember. Oh, it was tough.
Dude,
that was so funny though.
That is crazy. And you know what's funny is most of the time people would say that Max was all volume and no power.
Yeah.
And they'd be like, "Oh, Max doesn't knock people out, whatever, blah, blah, blah." And then he slept the Korean Zombie after the Yair fight. And then who did he fight after after
Korean Zombie?
Yeah.
That was his last fight.
So he's got two
Flatliners.
flatlines.
Yeah.
Oh, goddamn. Yo, be scared of Max Holloway
And
right
he,
now, bro. That's crazy.
And he,
Korean Zombie retired after that.
yeah, that was his retirement fight.
He
He had to go, he went out on his shield, baby. I love that shit.
But,
But,
so did Jim Miller.
yeah, for real. But, Max Holloway has bad blood with Ilia Topuria. We were talking about it on our little brisk walk today. But, dude, yeah, because we said he has options, right? He's been chirping Islam. We obviously know Islam is fighting Dustin Poirier now, but I think obviously the fight is him against Ilia. Mm-hmm. Makes sense. Why not? And you're saying, imagine it was, well, how do you pronounce it again?
Bernabeu.
Burner.
In the Real Madrid.
In Spain, Max is the type of guy to do it. He literally doesn't care where the fight is. He fought Korean Zombie in South Korea, I think. So, like, why not? That'd be sick. Who do you got in that fight?
Topuria and Holloway.
Topuria and Holloway. Who you got?
Dude, I don't know.
That's a crazy fight.
I feel like fate is just bringing that belt back to Max, because, like, he used to be, like, the most dominant featherweight champion. Mm-hmm. This guy beat the shit out of so many good people. So, I don't know. I feel like Max is the best featherweight on the planet when it's not Volk defending the belt. So
You know what?
dude, you know this. Max is almost a certified lock. Like, most of the parlays when I was betting
Holloway's always like the lock.
yeah, Holloway at the end of the night to fucking win, just to outright win, not by whatever. But, like, dude, he beat everyone after he lost the belt. This is the crazy thing about Max. After he lost the belt, truly, he beat, like, the top 7 guys in featherweight.
Yeah.
Yair, Korean Zombie, Brian Ortega, blah, blah, blah. Like,
Brendan Allen.
Brendan Allen. Like, every fight, he beat every contender.
Fight was hard.
Yeah. And so, like, he's
only
dominated
32.
the top 5 in the featherweight division and past that into the rankings. And this is the only fight that makes sense. Volk just got slept.
Yeah, the fact that Max took Gaethje's shots, the fact that he literally didn't even limp from taking those calf kicks, mental. And
No,
he was
but
backstage. He
yeah,
wasn't even on a crutch in crutches or anything.
dude, he did that in the second Volk fight.
Yeah,
I remember.
but like
just,
Gaethje, like
yeah,
different,
Gaethje's
right?
got like a fucking
His you could really tell with his leg in this fight, but yeah, there's no way I'm betting against Max Holloway in the Topuria fight.
There's no way.
Just because he can take a punch, Topuria would have to mix in the grappling. Obviously, Topuria has nukes in his hand, but I don't know. There's the recency bias there, but it's just.
But at the same
time,
time,
it's not even recency bias. It's just
if you
what we see.
Yeah, and if you see early in the fight, dude, like every time Gaethje's throwing those hard shots, Max is like already 2 steps out of the pocket and like moving and ducking and like, dude,
his footwork is insane.
He sparred.
Yeah, he was sparring. Yeah, I was surprised by that too, right?
Dude, that's when you know Max doesn't like when he's facing Brendan Allen and Korean Zombie and some of these guys. Like he's not even sparring in this entire camp. He's just kind of like working out, hitting mitts and shit, and then he goes and beats the shit out of like a top 3 guy in the world. Like, so the fact that he was training for Justin Gaethje, like, regardless of the eye pokes, he was flowing. That's why he was eye poking him, because he had his hands out. He's like ducking and weaving and like pushing his face away and just like bouncing. And then like Gaethje's giving him the hardest leg kicks ever.
And he's not phased.
And he's like, oh, I'll be a bit slower, but like Gaethje couldn't hit him, bro.
He wasn't even really switching stances often.
No.
Like, he was just eating them.
He was just moving in and out, just like, and so smooth. It was a 5-round fight. It only went crazy in the last 10 seconds. But like the whole fight, pretty much, it was
Max just piecing him.
Max just doing what Rodriguez was doing, fucking like Muhammad Ali out there.
Yeah.
Stinging, hitting him hard, breaking his face with jabs.
Oh yeah, Rodriguez.
Bouncing around.
That was
touching
funny.
him at the fucking jab. Like, that was a master class by Max Holloway, dude. Holy shit.
Yeah, that was pretty fucked.
Yeah.
And then next we got Charles Oliveira and Arman Sarukian.
Tough one.
It was a heartbreaker.
That
It was
was
a heartbreaker. It was a heartbreaker.
That was a
It's
tough
fine.
one for the boys to watch, you know?
Something, I don't know if you saw this, but do you remember how we were behind and then I fast forwarded and it was like the foul?
Yeah.
Did you see what Arman did on his walkout?
No.
Dude, he's walking out and a couple of fans are like flipping him off. He goes up to the fan and punches him in the face on his walkout. And Dana White says, yeah, we're probably going to get sued for that. He punched the guy in the face.
Wait, can you like pull that up?
Yeah,
Or, like,
I gotta like find it.
Dude, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Yeah, and
Because I was like, yo, we missed
did
that.
buy it. We did buy the pay-per-view. It wasn't lagging because of the stream. Like, it was literally why did it lag? Oh, we were going between channels between the hockey game.
How crazy is that?
What's wrong with
How
this?
crazy is that? Dude, and he says in his post-fight interview, he's like, I don't care where I am, I'll knock you out if you talk shit. Give him Islam! Give him Islam right now! Dude, so this guy has to wait for a title shot? Are you kidding me? Oh my god.
Dude, I can't believe that actually
He punched the fan in the face on it
dude.
right before fighting Charles Oliveira. He's like, hey, who else wants one? Who else wants one? Yo, that's crazy. Dude.
Dude, you know what kind of mindset you need to be in to just do that?
The fact to get mad, I don't know exactly what the fan did from what he just said.
He was probably screaming like, hey, fuck you, man.
Imagine you see,
Just
you're like,
you're just some random guy talking shit.
dude, and then do you remember like the Q&A with the Kayla Harrison when that shit happened with it was Armin, Kayla.
Oh yeah, the guys were in the stands asking
like,
the
you're gonna
questions.
get knocked the fuck out, Armin. He's like, yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Dude, if those guys were close, they would have all got slept.
Dude, but you know what's crazy is like so many people in like the lower bowl or whatever are like booing this guy and telling him to like fuck off and like giving him the finger, but like just because like the one guy was like that close to his walkout, like he had great seats.
I gotta
He's
make
like,
a skit
he's like,
for that.
Boo, fuck you, man, and he's just like, yeah, bing, and he just fucking hits him on the chin. The guy's like sleeping. His friends are like with their beer in their hand, like, whoa, shit, man. But he got knocked out cold by the fighter. By the fighter.
How crazy is that?
Dude, now that we've gone to a UFC event, like, just seeing that and knowing that, like, some fucking civilian just took a punch. Just took a right.
Imagine he was just like, boom.
Bro, we watched Arman Sarukian knock out Dariush in front of us. Like, he caught his leg and he's like, ping, straight right to Benil Dariush, and he folded. What's that fan looking like after that punch? I need to see that.
Yeah, that's crazy. That fan is getting a bag. He's getting his 300K bonus from the UFC. That fan just hit the jackpot.
When we were both watching the post-fight presser, we're like, oh, what? Like, I didn't know what he was talking about getting sued for. And
yeah, I didn't even. I don't remember hearing that. I think I was knocked out. But dude, even people were, because you saw the video I posted today of like every real MMA fan can relate, and it's like I showed you it.
Post-fight,
yeah. But people were all like, dude, I was like falling asleep, and I woke up when he announced Poirier Islam and McGregor Chandler. So that was fucking. That was hilarious.
What a press conference. Okay, last one for the main card.
Bo Nickel, Cody. The one thing I can say about this at least is just Hamzat was like chirping him after. He was like, I forget what he said, but he basically said it was like shit wrestling.
Yeah.
And Bo was like, basically like, oh, but he gasses out. Like, I'm not gassing out. He keeps saying he's separating himself from the pact, but I don't know. He's obviously dope. Just need to see him fight someone ranked. I don't really know what else to talk about with this one, to be honest.
Yeah, like the one thing I think is the main thing that's being said around the internet is how he gave himself like the thumbs down.
Yeah.
And like honestly, personally, I think that was cringe. I think that was horrible.
Yeah.
Like if you're a dog and like you do that, if like Habib could just grab onto someone and choke them out from the back and like around, like that's exactly what he would have done. So why would you give yourself a thumbs down for like choking someone out? Like
yeah, like even Dana was like, yo, you can't be that hard on yourself.
Yeah, like
you can't be that hard on yourself. Dude, you just won?
Yeah, it's not about like
I think he also probably wanted to show for the fans that were all like giving him shit too. A little bit of that.
Yeah, but he just knocked out that other guy, that really jacked guy with like the uppercuts.
Yeah, it was the Walmart worker.
Yeah.
Walmart worker that went to fucking Lifetime. Yeah, that guy, that was short notice. That guy was. Yeah. I don't know. He wasn't even supposed to fight that guy.
Yeah, so that's what I mean. So maybe he just came off of the feeling that after knocking someone out, where like everyone's giving you good attention because like you slept the guy or whatever. But like when you have like a submission or it's like more wrestling and it's not the same reaction from the fans and from like the general public after, right? Mm-hmm. So. But I thought it was cringe that he gave himself a thumbs down. Like that's just kind of.
Yeah, we don't need to do that.
Yeah.
It's like saying you have an injury after you get slept.
Yeah, like
who cares about that?
Just leave it, brother.
Yuri Rakic.
Yuri dog. Not much else to be said. He just ate leg kicks.
Rakic looked really good in that fight.
Yeah, he ate leg kicks and fucking was getting.
He was pushed. He was always looking for the finish.
Yuri?
He was nasty. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's a dog.
Calvin Kattar.
Sterling.
That was a fucking snoozer.
I saw something funny where it's like, why was Sterling amped when when Dana announced the bonus? Like, because his fights are always a snooze.
Yeah.
It's like, but you're not getting any.
The internet is so good, dude. That's like insane.
He was like the most hyped. He's like, yeah.
They're smacking on the table at the press conference.
But you're not even getting paid for that one.
Kayla Harrison, 17 and
our
1.
girl, yeah. Kayla Harrison, Holly Holm. I mean, how did she win? She choked her out, right?
Choked her out.
Submission, yeah. One thing I want to say is Amanda Nunes teased it. Amanda Nunes, Kayla Harrison, let's fucking run it. Let's do it. What else? What else are we gonna do?
Yeah, I think
WMMA is slacking a little bit.
Yeah, I think with Kayla Harrison coming in, it'll be cool because she just smashed like a decorated vet,
Yeah.
and now they're gonna give her a fresh number 1 or 2 in the world, and she'll win the belt.
Dude.
And then when she has the belt, she is gonna be in a sick spot to call out Amanda.
Yeah, man.
You know?
Fucking dude, it's crazy.
Who's the champ right now? Raquel Pennington?
Yeah. They were even chirping each other. Fucking Kayla Harrison and Raquel. Dude, Kayla Harrison, I know you're watching this right now. Please do me a favor for paying $630 for UFC Toronto tickets.
Get Raquel
Beat
Pennington.
the shit out of Raquel Pennington for all us Canadian fans, please.
There you
Please
go.
just do that. Yeah, we need some payback for that horrible
card.
snooze fest.
Yeah.
That card in general. So please.
What was the main event? Pennington versus...
No, the main event was Strickland Dreykus.
Oh, yeah.
And then also our boy Diego Lopez, absolutely shit on. Sadiq Youssef. Dude, he's sick. Diego Lopez is nasty, and he's such a sick grappler.
Is he?
Yeah, he's a nasty grappler.
KO, TKO.
So this guy can do it all, and I thought he was. I don't know why. Like when I was watching this, he's a big boy, right? Mm-hmm. So I was surprised that this was featherweight. So he's a guy to watch out.
Yeah, he's shredded and like.
He's not even a dark horse. He's just sleeping everyone, and he
24
he had a really close fight with Evilov. Evilov.
Yeah. He said he wants him again
in his UFC debut. I'm pretty sure
he
too.
lost, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Like
think he said
came out of nowhere, and
wants him again.
he's nasty. So
coming for the spot that guy's
Dude.
worked up to.
Yeah. So keep your eyes out on him.
20,000 in attendance.
Jalen Turner, Moicano.
That was
I've seen so many memes for this where it's like everyone who had money on Turner, and then when he had the walk off, he was trying to had a walk off KO, and then he ended up losing. And I'm pretty sure you even said, "Imagine this guy ends up losing."
Yeah, that's crazy.
And this guy ended up losing. So
dude, the early prelims may have been like
the early
sickest,
prelims were insane.
That might be the sickest like straight 5 fights in a row because like
So,
every other
Davison and then Bobby Green, Jim Miller was like just that was disturbing. That was disturbing. And then Jessica Andrade, freaking Muhammad Ali, that was ridiculous too.
that was a cool fight.
That was sick. Yeah, see, like Jessica Andrade, I always love watching her fight because she has nukes and she will sleep you or she'll just take a beating.
Yeah.
You know, it's always actually really entertaining.
Split decision. That was close.
That was a very close fight.
and Moicano coming back.
Like, look at this, and then boom, 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 and then Sterling happened. But even
yeah, that's
right
what
back.
I mean though. So like 5 fights in a row.
Five
I
fights
think
in a
this was
row.
the best.
Dude, yeah,
The
the
early
early
prelims,
prelims
bro.
were the best out of
Hands
every.
down.
Yeah, like stretch for sure.
Submission, Bobby Green dominance, the sick striking battle from the women, and then the comeback from Moicano. That's
Dude.
crazy, bro.
And you know what? If you're one of the boys that like more of a casual fan that hangs out with the guys. So I had a bunch of the guys over yesterday, and I'm like, guys, come over right away.
At
This
6
fight
o'clock.
card is insane. You have to watch every fight if you can. They're like, okay, I'll probably come just for the main card. I'm like, we're blessed either way. We don't
6
care.
o'clock sharp.
Sounds
for
good.
Cody.
No worries. I'm
Figgy.
not gonna convince you to come here, dude. The stretch we just saw was insane, and then they came for the main card, and it was like Bo Nichols, the grappling. So obviously, casual fans aren't gonna really appreciate it. And then it's what was it? It was Bo Nichols, then Oliveira again, grappling.
Yeah.
And then Gaethje, Holloway was insane, and then Zhang Weili, snooze fest for casual fans, and then Pereira. So hit and miss, hit and miss, hit and miss.
But the early prelims were
Hit, nuke. Early
Crazy.
prelims are always
Sleepers.
almost always amazing. So
Yeah.
I love that. Okay, I need to check to see. Make sure this is still recording. Oh yeah, we're blast. Okay.
What?
Okay.
Now we have to talk about the announcement.
All right, so if you were like us, it's like 3 a.m. This guy was KO'd right here.
Literally.
I'm KO'd like over there, like fighting to stay awake, watching the press conference.
We didn't move from 6 o'clock until 2:30.
Yeah.
Like,
Dude, when we sat down, it was light
and then
out.
because when we sat down after the fights, the chair for the press conference, like the YouTube channel was live. UFC post-fight press conference, and it was just the fucking chair
We were watching hockey highlights, waiting for the presser to start.
Go back. It's just an empty chair. We're like, oh my god. Like, no, we have to watch this. And you know, he has followers, supporters from around the world. So some people have it in the morning, some people have it in the middle of the night or whatever. For us, it's like first half of the night, like from like 1:30 to like 3:30 in the morning, and like battling the exhaustion of just like staring at the TV for the past 6 hours. We didn't move for 6 hours, from 6 to 12.
Yeah.
And then we're like waiting for Dana to come on, and it's just this empty chair, and it was getting to a lot. Thank God we enjoy other sports, and we can, you know, watch a little bit of other things. But
yeah, that was wild. So basically, yeah, if you're like us, you basically didn't move until
hardcore fans
7-8 hours after the early prelims started, waiting for the post-fight press conference. It happens. You're falling asleep, fighting to stay awake.
There's a reason why we waited, brother.
There's a reason why we waited, brother.
This was
we're fighting asleep. We're falling asleep, and then Dana's like, "Oh, I got some notes. I don't usually get notes," and then announces Dustin Poirier against Islam Makhachev, and we both wake up. What? Did we just hear that?
In America.
And then he's like,
not in Abu Dhabi. That's crazy.
And then I didn't even take that in. And then also UFC, was it 302, right? UFC 302. And then he just looks at the camera and he's like, and then we look at each other, we're like, shit! Conor McGregor, Michael Chandler, it's finally happening.
Oh my god.
And then also sprinkled in Sean Strickland, Paulo Costa, so that fight ended up happening too.
That's under the Dustin fight.
Yeah, so Dustin Poirier.
But we literally did a video once you got your YouTube back running. One of the first topics you had up on the thing was, is Conor ever gonna come back?
And I gave up. It's like those memes. It's like those memes where you're like starting up your like Nintendo 64 and you pretend not to care so it starts.
Yeah, that
some
was
shit like that. It's like
yeah.
I don't care. I don't even want.
Like, you know, Conor's an actor now. He's an actor.
I don't even want McGregor to fight. I don't even care. I gave up, and then he's like, you know what? I'm coming back. I'm like, dope. This is awesome.
You know what's crazy when he announced it the first time since 2021.
Yeah, he's been fighting a while too.
That's 3 years.
3 years.
Like
he fights like once every 3 years.
That's literally it, though. For some reason, like he hasn't been able to stay active. Like it's insane.
I mean, yeah, the pandemic and then the leg and.
There's always some negotiation tactics too. I feel like with Conor.
Yeah, for sure. Always with him, but okay. Let's start with Dustin Poirier, Islam.
Yeah, my biggest thing.
Save dessert for last.
Is Islam's getting really comfortable not leaving that side of the world and training in like those big facilities and like the Abu Dhabi gyms and whatever, and he actually finally needs to come over to America, which I don't think he's done in at least 2-3 years.
Yeah, I don't think that'll matter.
I don't think it'll matter.
It's just like something to factor.
I think that like Gaethje said it that like when he fought Habib in Abu Dhabi, he said he'll never do that again because it was like a 15-hour flight.
Yeah,
and then fucking your time difference, like your body's all
basically that's the best case scenario for Poirier. Exactly. So that's a great point.
I'm telling you, man.
That's a great point.
And, if Dustin fought Habib over there Saudi, and got choked, you know, so it's like
totally different.
They need to come,
and
Dustin doesn't need to acclimate to any time change or anything. Good. So it's huge, bro. It's huge.
Obviously, Islam is going to be a pretty decent size favorite.
Islam's going to fucking kill him, and
don't say that.
No, he is. He's going to fucking kill
him,
bro. Islam fucking killed Charles Oliveira.
And
Charles choked out Dustin. Like
MMA math, baby.
It doesn't always make sense, but like
you got to talk about it.
The thing with fucking Habib and Islam is like you never really think they're gonna lose, and like I think Dustin is one of those guys where this is like what the UFC has become since like me and you really started like going hard into it. It's like the guys that are super wrestling dominant that are just tough as nails. They just have this like upper edge on like the next like really good striker, boxer, kickboxer, or whatever, right? So like you know, unless you're Pereira and you're like literally made out of wood, and like you can knock out anyone, I feel like Dustin, it's gonna be like, oh, fun, until Islam shoots the takedown, and then
Islam's
it's
gonna
like
shoot right
GG,
away,
like, you
and it's
know?
gonna be GG. If
It's like fuck.
Yeah, dude. Like,
But that's what's
look
gonna
at how
happen.
the Benoit Saint Denis fight was going. If he didn't have that staph infection that really like obviously messes you up in your cardio, what would happen with that? But yeah, obviously Islam is.
Dustin's gonna be on his back really fucking quick in that fight.
His right hook's nasty. I'm praying to God. I'll sell my soul for Dustin Poirier to beat Islam Makhachev and retire as champion. If he wins, I wonder if he'd retire. I don't think he would, but that'd be sick. Dustin Poirier, Justin Gaethje, Max Holloway. Those are the three, and obviously McGregor. Those are like the four fighters that I will never miss their fights, and like I love, and even like their personalities.
Hands down.
And obviously, dude, if Poirier beat Islam, that'd be insane. That would just be dope. But obviously not gonna. If I'm putting money on it, Islam.
No.
And how is Islam gonna win? If he's gonna win, it's gonna be rear naked choke because Poirier in a championship fight always loses by rear naked choke. So, always means with that.
Why? Just the one, no?
Habib Charles
Oh yeah.
title fights, baby. He gets choked out, rear naked chokes all day. Okay, fuck all that bullshit. Dessert time. Conor McGregor, Michael Chandler, 3-year layoff. Chandler, I don't even know when's
170.
When was the last time that guy fought Chandler?
Gaethje.
When was that though? It's like pushing 2 years, no?
2022?
2021.
No.
Michael Chandler, Justin Gaethje.
No. Dustin Poirier was his last fight.
Oh no, I'm talking about this fight though. Yeah, Michael Chandler, Dustin Poirier. That was 2 years ago.
Yeah. So he fought 2 times in 2022. He knocked
All
out Tony,
wars.
and then he lost to Poirier.
Yeah. Okay, prediction. You gotta start off with the prediction.
Prediction?
I heard your prediction already, but let's hear it.
Yeah, I think Conor's gonna knock him out, to be honest.
Think he's just gonna sleep on?
I think it's gonna be a sniper, because Chandler likes to strike, and like, you know, I think the last person you want to stand there and strike with is Conor. To be honest,
Dude,
I don't think Chandler is strategic enough or willing to like follow the game plan enough to beat.
no,
Conor
he
McGregor.
doesn't follow game plans.
He's a no game plan guy.
Yeah, I'm curious what the odds are.
Check the odds, brother. Check the odds.
Bet 365. McGregor's the favorite. 125 plus 100, pretty much around
It's
the
close,
board.
man. Nobody knows.
It's close, but dude,
At 170, you'll do what you're told.
at 170, I don't think I'm picking. Obviously, I want McGregor to win, but I don't know. I just feel like he's gonna get slept. I really do feel like he's gonna get slept. I hope he doesn't, but
There's no way.
I think his legs are gonna just get shit on by Chandler. He's gonna calf kick the fuck out of him, and then he is going to flatline him. McGregor's never gonna fight again. And that's not me just like hoping, like expecting the worst. That's genuinely what I think would happen. But
don't
Chandler's
think so.
chinny. McGregor can snipe him, obviously.
I don't think so. I think
I don't know.
the more like rabid bull going forward type of guy you are against Conor McGregor is not a good thing.
Yeah, no, for sure. That's definitely McGregor's favorite, but it just
Yeah, it's like he's gonna
he
come
doesn't.
at him and
McGregor
he's
he's so
He's
inactive.
a counterpuncher, man.
Yeah, but it's just the inactivity for me. That's the thing. He's fought like twice in 6 years.
You never lose it, brother.
I think. I don't know.
I don't think you.
I think he's gonna get
lose it.
slept. I think he's gonna get slept. And you know what? Even if, let's say McGregor's piecing Chandler up, Chandler's a sick wrestler. He'll just power double McGregor on his neck. Like when Tony wobbled Chandler a couple times in the first round, Chandler just took Tony down, was beating him up, even to Poirier. Poirier was piecing him up. Chandler took him down, and then he obviously got caught. So I think there's more ways to win for Chandler. Like I don't see McGregor wrestling Chandler and strangling him or anything, right?
No.
That's another reason why
This
I
has
think
to
it's gonna
be.
Chandler.
This has to be like a big, like statement comeback for Conor, because he needs to do what he did to Eddie Alvarez to Michael Chandler, like make him look like easy work.
Also, McGregor's about like he's gonna be like 36 when that fight happens. Chandler's also like 37, 38. So
I don't know. I just feel like
this is gonna just imagine how crazy it's gonna be when the fight and it's Chandler and McGregor. That first round is gonna be the craziest first round you will ever see because it's not going past the first round.
I don't think so.
Yeah, there's no way that fight goes past the first round. And also McGregor,
all this built up animosity too, because the Ultimate Fighter and whatever. Which again, like, there's certain fucking rules in the sport, like the interim to the champion thing, and if you do the fucking Ultimate Fighter show, it should have never been a question of who's Conor gonna fight.
Yeah, it was always Chandler.
Yeah, but there's all these posts on the internet that's
Yeah.
like, who should Conor come back against? It's like, bro, like he did the Ultimate Fighter coaching thing against this guy. That's the fucking guy he needs to fight, because that's what we've been all waiting for as like MMA fans, is like him to fight the guy that he beefed. And there's a couple clips of them in like the octagon and just like subtle digs to each other like on the show.
It was crazy, man. But yeah, so I don't know.
Well, I'm picking McGregor.
I'm picking Chandler.
And you're picking Chandler. That's gonna be crazy.
That's gonna be crazy. Whatever.
We'll see.
All right. Well, that's pretty much. I don't know what else we're gonna talk about.
Yeah. I'm sure that's like what, like 45 minutes of
that's
content.
That's more than enough. Yeah, that's everything I wanted. Okay, dope. Good shit, brother.
Unreal.
Unreal.
UFC 300 was fucking crazy.
Unreal, bad.
Best night of fights of all fucking time, dude. Hands down. Hands down.
I just wish I didn't do edibles.
Why? Because you were a bit like lagged on it?
Yeah, I was lagging. So it's just like my mom catches me, I'm gonna die.